Tesla. What do you think of when you hear this word? Maybe it's a luxurious car, a famous inventor, or for the gamers in the room, it's a hidden tower in a Clash of Clans games. However, the latest thing associated with Tesla was an electric car company. It was founded by two engineers, although a lot of people associate the company with the famous billionaire Elon Musk. He did not join the company until later. Their initial goal was to create the first ever electric sports car. Ever since I heard about this company my sophomore year of high school, I've been fascinated with them and have done a lot of my research on my own. Now, today I want to hopefully teach you how Tesla got its name, how they were founded, what they do, and how Tesla will affect the car market in the future. Let's begin with how Tesla got its name. According to Britannica Encyclopedia by Ian Hunts, titled Nikola Tesla, states that Tesla came over to America in 1884 and was a Serbian inventor. He is most famously known for his current wars, where his idea of AC current prevailed, and this is what powers everything in the U.S. And he's also famous for some of his other inventions, such as the Tesla coil, the electric chair, and he laid some of the initial groundwork for X-rays. And so it's kind of fitting that a man that knows so much about electricity got the name to be after an electric car company. Now that I've talked about Tesla, I want to talk about how the company was founded. From a 2019 newspaper article from the street titled History of Tesla by Eric Reed states that the company was founded in 2003 by two engineers, Martin Tarpenning and Mark Everhand. Later, Elon Musk joined the company when he invested $30 million in it in 2004. He liked the idea of an electric car so much that he had to get in. And their company started to gain ground when they posted their first Roadster in 2008, and it was so popular that it was pre-ordered, and they did not have enough money to make all of the orders up to date. So luckily they caught a break from the Department of Energy when they gave them $451 million to be able to produce all of their cars. And then the company went public in 2010, and they gained $226 million in shares from the stock market. Now that I've talked about the history of Tesla, I want to explain what they do. From Britannica Encyclopedia by Eric Gregson, titled Tesla Motors, states that their initial goal was to create the first ever electric sports car. And this is exactly what they did when they created the 2020 Roadster. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 in 1.6 seconds. And like any other car company, Tesla started developing other cars, such as the Model X. And this is the equivalent to an SUV, so it's bigger for a family and you have more room to fit your kids in the back seat. And they've also started experimenting with things like trucks, semis, and things of that nature. And now that I've talked about what Tesla does, I want to show how they will affect the future. And this car is a Model 3, and from the newspaper article by The Verge stated Tesla changed the auto industry forever. You can buy this car for $35,000. And the average cost of a brand new year car is $30,000 to $40,000 anywhere in the U.S. And so, in being able to buy an electric car, you will now be able to buy it for just about the same price as a carbon emission car. And one of the biggest questions about electric cars is how long will the batteries last? And from a 2019 newspaper article, Wired, states Tesla may last 1 million miles by Daniel Oberhaus. It states that Tesla battery will only degenerate 10% once you charge it and drive it for 1 million miles. And so to clarify, like whenever you plug in your phone, it drops the battery every time you charge it, and the battery will break down. And so after 1 million miles, you'll still be able to maintain 90% of charge. And so that's kind of the equivalent of still being able to drive like 400 miles in some of their newer cars. And this is very good information because in the year 2040, Oberhaus also states that France and the UK are going to completely outlaw any cars that give off any carbon emissions. So the likeliest thing is that they will go electric. And then the analysts state that in 2040, more than likely 54% of cars will all be electric. And now that I've talked about how Tesla will affect the market, it's time to wrap things up. Today, I've taught you about the Tesla Motor Company, and so now in the future, whenever you think about buying an electric car, I hope that you'll consider Tesla because they're miles ahead of anybody else in the electric car company. Thank you.